Okay, I've finally got the limited space HF antenna experiment outside and up on the roof. So I have a just a split level house with a flat metal roof, so that should be pretty good for it. A nice flat spot. As you can see, my block of land, so it's high up the back. Then I've got the house, and then I've got a lower level of the house, and then the land's quite low down the front. So, you know, antenna experiments out this side are very west, west is sort of that way, very west biased, whereas out to, let's say north's out that way somewhere, so east is out that way, so it's up the hill. There's houses up there behind me before it goes down the hill again, so I'm still sort of blocked with this to the north and the east and northeast, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll just go over and show what I've done. So basically the 3.6 meter radials that I've mentioned in one of my previous videos that are ideal for 40 meters because it does 3 runs of that. The shield, so it comes down on the shield for 3.6 meters, goes to an inner conductor inside for 3.6 meters, then connects to another inner conductor and comes down this way 3.6 meters. So it does 3.6 meter runs, but only the first run is exposed to the outside world. And this is now just an elasticated rope that ties off to the solar panel, and that's the same on all of them. So the radials don't get too close to the panels. So for 40 meters, at least where these are functional, it should work quite good at balancing the pattern. Now, one sec. So at this point, I haven't connected up the coax or anything. I will show how this is set up. It's literally, I literally had to cut a little section out of the PVC to slot that there. And I've literally tied that there, had to sort of hope it balanced while I quickly tied that over that way from lower, and it still could go left and right, so then I quickly chucked a left and right guy rope on it, and now the radials also help keep it stable. So it's only an experiment, it's not here for the long haul. But what I might do, I'll experiment with it. So in last night's tipsy video, I might pull that down. I get embarrassed when I put a video up when I'm tipsy. So the radials, the signal ground, I've now carried a signal ground rail. It's a bit torn. Oh no, it's still connected, so that's okay. It got torn as I was bashing it around coming up here. So the signal ground comes to here. Right, and of course when the coax connects to the choke, the ground on the coax side have no signal on it, okay? But I will experiment with this. I may connect signal ground to the ground here and see what difference it makes. Probably won't make a lot of difference on 40, but on 80, where those radials are not really ideal, this will make a big difference, having a proper ground coupling. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Wish me luck. So the first thing I've noticed is the exceptionally low noise floor. I've got an S0 noise floor, so able to hear stations that I wouldn't even hear. Like there is a station out here, portable, that would be just under the noise.
QSL 5 and 4, QSL 5 and 4.
Absolutely beautiful.
You are also 5 and 4. My report to you is 5 and 4 there also, over.
Okay, I'm running 10 watts on the IC705, monitoring in VK5 here. And you can see that's an S4, she's often coming up, there you go, S5. So doing very nicely under the circumstances, such a tiny antenna just on the roof. Into VK5 there. So a bit of QSB there, but it is what it is, right? Now I'll jump out of there, and what I want to demonstrate is first of all, we take a quick look at the HAP chart. And the green and brown is in the range for the destination station in VK5 where I just was, which is 6 to 8 megahertz. But I also will look at the NVIS map. So this is the ionospheric near vertical incidence skywave map, and my region there and the destination station are in 6 megahertz. So theoretically then my 40 meter signal should do well for NVIS if I had a high incidence angle. So in order to check that out, obviously I'm here just east of Melbourne. Where I was just monitoring was up there in VK5. So let's see how it's getting in. There is a mountain between me and this SDR in Croydon, but if I have a high incidence or high takeoff angle, I get into this particular SDR. I must be tired, I nearly called it a repeater. Hopefully this works. Yeah, it's getting there. So I'll just get this tidied up and zoomed in, and it's got no audio. Alright, what the hell? It seems to glitch a lot. Alright, here we go. It's going very slow, but we're at 7191 CW, and what you can see clearly, although it's glitching, is my signal just is not there. Right? It is just not there at all. Not present. Now, if I move further west out into Ararat, a number of hundreds of kilometres away, in central western Victoria, with a moderately, high angle, I probably should be getting there. Has a high noise floor, unfortunately, but is my signal there? It's not very noticeable anyway. If there was no noise, I'm sure we'd see it. But I jump back out to VK5 up here, and we'll see how it's going now in the current conditions. Oh, I can't get in. I'll try the next one. Hopefully I get in. Come on, be nice to me. Yeah, okay. And there she is, into VK5. So I think I've actually done a very good job controlling the field orientations to make it into a low takeoff angle antenna that is omnidirectional, that's extremely small. How do you like that? Now, I've got lots more tests to do, and the new mod on the system will allow it to do higher bands as well. 80 meters, I think, is going to be a challenge without changing the radials, but it will now go all the way up to 10 meters. So, lots of tests to do. 7.3, and thanks for watching.